Okay, let's continue with the rest of Newsnight. And past chairmen of local governments in Rivers State have called on the federal government to order the caretaker chairman appointed by Governor Fubara to step down and allow elected chairmen to fill in the positions. The ex-chairmen say the caretaker committee chairmen are illegal and do not have the right to remain in office following the judgment of the Supreme Court. However, caretaker committee chairmen have responded, urging the immediate past chairman of the state local governments to desist from their plans to return to office.
In Rivers State is totally different. Ours is another example of flagrant disobedience of the Supreme Court judgment. What we are seeing is repugnant to the provisions of the Constitution. In Rivers State, the state government is busy promoting illegal caretaker committees by encouraging the illegal caretaker committee chairmen and members to parade themselves as head of the local government administrations in the 23 local government areas. This act of illegality by the state government is doing the state more harm than good. For instance, the illegal caretaker committee chairmen, in a dubious quest to generate internal revenue, are ravaging the purses and pockets of the citizenry by collecting all sorts of illegal revenue from the unsuspecting public.
Immediate past local government chairmen made inciting statements bordering on claims to perpetuate themselves in office they had constitutionally ceased to occupy at the efflution of time on the 17th of June 2024. We hereby warn these impostors to desist forthwith and call on the Rivers State Commissioner of Police to call them to order. We as Algon also condemn in strong terms the attack on our members, the chairman of Ikwele local government area and that of the chairman of Obiakpo local government areas, who were mindlessly attacked by rogue police officers and rogue individuals. This attack, we speak against it in strong terms and also call on the Inspector General of Police to call these rogue police officers to order.
Okay, let's join our guest in Rivers State now, Marvin Yobana. He is the caretaker committee chairman in Kana local government area of Rivers State. Very warm welcome to News Now, Marvin. The caretaker committees in local government are seen as illegal by the ruling of the Supreme Court. And of course, you are aware that federation allocation is not going to come to you as a caretaker chairman. So some people will say, you are in a political quagmire there, those of you who are caretaker chairmen, because your position is strange to the Constitution. What do you say to this?
Well, thank you very much. Good evening, viewers. Well, for us as caretaker committee chairman in Rivers State and as the spokesperson of Algon in Rivers State, I can tell you clearly that just on Friday, we just came back from our JAC meeting. And I want to use this opportunity to thank Mr. President, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, for being very serious about the local government administration. He has made it very clear. He went to the Supreme Court and got a landmark victory. That victory shows that the local government can become independent, and that is what we ask for. For us in Rivers State, we are not illegal. The tenures of the former local government chairmen and councillors had already expired, and the court of competent jurisdiction had clearly stated that their tenures have expired, and they have no business in the local government. For us, the peace-loving governor of the state has told us that we should support the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President and ensure that local government force are administered according to law, and that we should ensure that we work closely with the security agents, supporting them to protect lives and property and to maintain law and order in our various local governments. And that is what we are doing. We find it very surprising for us that up till now, the local government councils are being shut down by the security agents. I'm talking about the Nigerian police. We don't see any reason for that. We believe that since workers are there, local government workers should be given access to those the council secretariat so that they could be able to carry out their day-to-day activities. For us as politicians, we are preparing for the local government election. The timetable is out. We are getting ready for it. And we are the elections will be conducted in Rivers State to fill in the offices of chairmen and councillors at the local government level. That is the third tier of government. It is, in fact, is the most important tier of government. And we know that local government administration is key towards eradicating poverty and hunger in this country. That is why we in Rivers State, we are strongly against any form of protest, be it in any form, that is not guided by law and order. We don't know the organizers of the planned protests. We don't know who they are. And we are calling on our people not to participate in such protests, because if you don't have an organized protest by an organized group known to law, we don't know what the purpose of that protest is all about. For we, as Algon in Rivers State, we are clearly against it. We have spoken against it, and we have called on all our people, including the youth, the women, leaders of all various communities, the traditional rulers, even the clergy, to call their wards to ensure that they don't participate in that kind of protest. We are organized. The state government is working in collaboration with the federal government to try to see how they can alleviate the sufferings of our people. Just last week, the federal government palliatives came to the states, and most local governments have been able to distribute it across. The last 2 weeks, the wife of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in collaboration with the wife of the Governor of Rivers State, gave out palliatives to women to support them, and these are things we are working in the local government to provide support and succor to the people. We are embarking on empowerment. Last 2 weeks, in my own local government, we gave support to the security agents, gave out vehicles and other equipments to them to share intelligence at the local level to be able to cope insecurity within my local government. We also started the remodeling of the Bori police station and other police stations. We are doing these things to ensure that there's security and safety of the people.
Marvin,
Yes.
I'm sorry to come in here because you've made various submissions here supporting the federal government's palliative. Your state is not going to join the protest being planned by some Nigeria against the hardship in the country. It shows that Rivers State, you people are filled to the brim. But let's come back to the brickbat between former chairmen of local government that you said their tenure, expired, and that was why they were removed, and the illegality of your own stay there. There is a kind of lacuna here. What tripod are you standing, or what leg are you standing on to say you're chairman, a caretaker chairman of a local government, unknown to the Constitution? Isn't that an illegality? That's the question.
No, it is not an illegality. We have our local government law. It's clearly defined here. The Supreme Court has spoken and said that caretaker is not supposed to be. And we have taken steps, even before the Supreme Court judgment, to plan election at the local government level. And the timetable is already out. The RISEC is planning these elections, and we are all going to participate in this election. There is no vacuum in governance. You should know that. And because there's no vacuum in governance, the governor of the state has taken the rightful step, lawful step, in ensuring that the caretaker committee midwives this process until elected local government chairmen and councillors are being sworn in. And that is the process. The dates for the election have been set, and the elections will hold in Rivers State. So there's no illegality. In terms of local government administrations of funds, we have just finished our meeting, our financial meeting, the JAC meeting, and we have funds have been allocated to the various local governments. Salaries are going to be paid anytime from Tuesday. So what are we talking about? The local government is up and running. So in Rivers State, we don't have any problem. Rather, the former local government chairmen are trying to perpetrate themselves in office even after their tenures have expired. And a court of competent jurisdiction has said clearly that they have no business there. So who is breaking the law now? The former local government chairmen are the ones breaking the law, not we. We are not breaking the law. We are guided by law. We have a peace-loving governor of the state who has told us to respect the law, and that is what we are doing.
All right, I know there are still a plethora of cases in courts in Rivers State there, so I would try as much as possible not to be sub judice or caught in that web here. But let me ask you, finally now, the latest debate ongoing in the country is whether local government elections, should be included in INEC's itinerary to conduct local government election, or should the states continue to conduct it, which of course turns out to be one-way traffic anytime the ruling party in the state conducts the local government election?
Well, we know that we have 3 tiers of government, and we are in a federating states. The federal government, the state government, and the local government. These are different tiers of government. And according to the law, the grand norm, which is the constitution, who has the administration of local government? Who is supposed to conduct the elections for local government? Those are the state independent electoral bodies, and not INEC. Until that law is changed, in Rivers State, RISEC remains the known body to law, the lawful constituted body that can conduct such elections. So that debate is on. We all agree. But how good has this election been conducted by INEC been? There is no election that there will be no litigation. The last election, we saw what happened. The last general election, even the supplementary and scattered elections up and down, you saw what happened. So there's no perfect election anywhere. But the will of the people is what supersedes anything. For the people to come out and vote their conscience and not allow themselves to be bought by money or be influenced by anything. That is how you can get the right people into office. So it doesn't really matter who conducts the election, but it depends on the will of the people.
Absolutely, yes. The will of the people should always prevail at all times. Thanks so very much, Caretaker Chairman of Kanat Local Government Area in Rivers State, Marvin Yobana, for coming on Newsnight. Okay.